I am Christie Snelson, and I am an artist, might be known as Art by Christie Snelson in my commission work. Yeah.
So for you, this is a new venture, like going out 100% on your own as the starving artist, as the term has been phrased.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's that been like so far?
It has been every single emotion that I could probably process. It's been absolutely thrilling. It's been absolutely terrifying. But every step of the way, it's been completely fulfilling and worth it. It has been something that I've been working towards for a while, but not necessarily in the way that I expected, but it happened this way, and I really couldn't be happier about it.
So how did you shape your business model? I mean, obviously each month there's bills that are due.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a big trial and error, kind of figuring out how I spend my time, how much I spend painting and how much I do administrative work, how much I need to do like community work within the community, or like live painting and things like that. So there's a certain amount of advertising and marketing they have to put into it as well. So my business model has kind of turned into more of a, I think about how many bills that I have. So it's basically, at this point in the game, I'm trying to just cover all of my bills and make a modest living. I'm not really after like making fame or fortune. I'm just really here to try to paint and pay my bills. So I'll take how many paintings that I can do in a month. At this point, I have a really good idea about how much I can handle. And then I'll just basically calculate how many or how much those paintings need to be based on the kind of paintings that I get every month. And it's really been pretty smooth. I also work with a lot of payment plans. That really helps with getting money in, pretty in a nice flow has been really nice. So like I'll usually have people put down like a half or a third down, and so they'll make payments until their painting is complete, and then they get their painting. And in the meantime, it gives me goals to work towards too. So, and it's also somewhat contractual. So it's worked out really nicely for me. And I'm definitely still very new to this. So that's kind of the exciting part for me, is I really like the business aspect, and the marketing is, just in my roots. It's something that I've been growing up with. So I'm excited to get better at that too. I've also am really excited about how much I've grown in the last couple of years as I've been starting to pursue this little by little. So yeah, I'm really excited about getting better at the business side of art, that's for sure. We'll see.
So how do you feel about the moniker of the starving artist? What does that make you think about?
That makes me really think about artists who are just giving it a go and then just having a hard time selling, which, I mean, it is hard to sell. I mean, it is difficult. It's very, very difficult to sell artwork. Like I only sold half of the artwork that I created this year. So, I mean, you have to be prepared for that. Like you're not going to sell everything that you make. You just have to be willing to work really hard. There is definitely, it is difficult to make money, but if you keep working at it and if you put the time and the effort into it, I don't see why you have to be starving. Although I do encourage daytime jobs in the meantime, and not just go full force into being an artist right away, because you really do have to build up to it. It's something that I really believe in, especially if you want to be, a little bit more, if your bellies want to be a little bit more full, that's for sure. So I mean, I think there is, that starving artist. I get jokes about it a lot. But I really don't think that it's necessary that something that has to be true. You just have to kind of find your own way and work your way towards that.
Biggest fear?
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. I would say that my biggest fear is definitely failure, just because I don't really know what I would do at this point. I have so much invested in my artwork and what I do, and I don't exactly know where I would go next. Although I have faith that whatever would happen, that I would make it work. But that is my biggest fear, is that this years of dedication and lots of work just continue. If it fails, and it would be it'd be really scary.
So last question.
Yeah.
You're talking to yourself 8 years ago when you started this.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give yourself or to a starting artist?
I would give the advice to just keep working hard, because it does pay off. Those failures and those rejections, they will all be worth it in the end. You're just going to continue to learn and push yourself every time you fail, it makes you go harder. Every time you succeed, that also helps keeps propelling you further. Definitely stay focused for sure. But if it's something that you love, then you just keep going.